Okay, this is where I do my sanding. I have a little room outside, has a roof on it, and I think our sun's getting in the way here, but you can see it has a roof. What's nice is on a nice day you can take the roof off. That works nice. Today's pretty nice. Later I'll take the roof off, but for sanding purposes, for router and video, and right now I'm going to leave it on. It's nice when it rains. You're nice and dry in here. Okay, so you come in. And here's all the sand and stuff. It's not a big room, about 10 by 10, 10 by 12, something like that. Okay, it's just a tarp. You could have a heater in here if it gets cold. Got the video camera stand set up. Got my video stand, a garbage can. Got my lighting. Okay. What I'm going to show you today is the routering process. We're going to router this green serving tray. Real nice. I got the the router sled all set up. It's pretty much all adjusted, and we're going to router this. I did this one yesterday. I did this black one yesterday. I got it all set up. Turned out real nice. It does have to be sanded. I started using a 4-flute router bit, which really leaves a nicer finish on the surface, 2-inch. I was using a 1-inch 2-flute. I really like the 4 flutes. So that's where we're at. I'm going to put the video on. You can watch me router. We did make some coasters over here. Got a stack of coasters here. We're going to work on sanding them also. Okay, so I'll show you how we sand those. This is the sanding area. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're all set. I got my dust mask, my glasses. A lot of chips fly with the router. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to router. You're going to hear a belt sander in the back doing the coasters. Here we go. Okay, I got to adjust the router. I did one pass. Now I'm going to go ahead and adjust it and do another pass just to get just to flatten it out a little on the edge. It's a little low. So I turn this down. flatten it, and we're good to go. Needs a little more adjustment. Still a little low there. And I don't want to do another pass. I just want to finish on this pass and flip it over. Okay, we got the green serving tray here. I like this look. We got some wood, and then we got another piece of wood. This is actually all one piece of wood. There's a deep valley here. We got the epoxy around it. I'm going to flip it over on the back. I'm just going to do a light pass. So I'm going to show you that now. And then it's better to encapsulate it with epoxy, the front and the back. It tends to not move as much. So I'm going to put it in the form here. We're going to take a light pass on the back. Here we go. that's the back side. It ended up being a lot heavier cut than I thought I was going to need. So, actually I kind of like it. It's nice that you can actually use either side. I like both sides. So that's that. And now the sanding process. So we're going to belt sand it, 36 grit. And then we'll do a 50 belt. And then we'll go to a 60 orbital. Or maybe do an 80. We'll do an 80 belt, and then we'll go to an orbital 60, because you should drop back down with the orbital, because it doesn't sand as hard. So that's what we're going to do for the sand, and that's going to be the next thing I'm going to show you. Now, when I set this up, I put these wood strips along the edge, and then I take a screw, I attach them down. That way they're nice and tight. That goes into the wood. I don't attach anything into the plastic. This is clamped. So that's nice and tight. So I gotta do a little finishing pass on this. Something happened. I think it rode up in the with our stops here with the clamp. And it pushed it up and it's a little out. So I'm going to give it a final pass so we get a nice consistent thickness. Okay, I'm going to give it the final pass. Okay, that was the final pass. Edge looks pretty consistent now. I think what happened is this piece of wood got up underneath the bottom and it lifted it up and it made it thin on one side and thick on the other. So that's the things you got to watch for, and it happens.